Alright, so I guess we'll do a little riff thing because I know you have opinions about a lot of different things.
Right.
Um, and then we'll do a little bio,
Okay.
glue it together. So please introduce yourself and how would
I'm.
you best describe what it
I
is.
am. My name is Patrice O'Neill. I'm. Been doing comedy shit since '92. I'm originally from Boston. I was there about 6 years and left to come to. Not even 6 years. 5 years in Boston. And I've been in New York for the last 10. So, uh, I mean, I don't even know what my comedy. I know it's hard. I'm not a self-described anything. I don't really don't. People who self-describe themselves kind of bore me. So, I mean, if you saw me, I don't know. I don't know what people would.
What do you have a comic persona? Like, do certain
I'm
things you
I'm
like to talk
laid
about?
I'm laid back. I'm not in particular. Like right now, I talk about. I've got to the point where I kind of talk about what. Thanks, man. Take care of yourself. See you later. I got to a point where I talk about where I am mentally. So right now, I'm in a relationship. My woman wants to get married. I don't not want to marry her, but I don't know if I want. You know what I mean? I'm not ready to just jump in, but she's ready to go. So I'm at that place where I got a woman she's a good woman. She deserves to be married, and she thinks that I'm the guy that wants to marry her. You know what I mean? But I don't know. But I want to keep her happy, but I don't want to make me unhappy. So that's like those. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about now, which is relationships and some of the things of why I might not want to get married. That's where I am now. Is
So
talking about how we live and how what it's like to be with a woman, like that, and some of the things that she has to understand as a woman things that just because they want to get married, women act like just because they want to get married, that's all it takes is that I want to get married, so that's what it is.
conversation for her.
Yeah.
You have
So,
kids?
nah, she got a kid though. Luckily,
Okay.
she got a kid from another relationship, so she's not itching to have babies and all that stuff. So,
Okay. Well, now, I mean, what makes a grown man want to go on stage and share all that information with a bunch of lonely strangers every night?
well, what else is there? You got all my friends are comics, so they don't want to really talk to you about it. I mean, I got one good friend that we talk a lot about relationships and really I mean, you classify, you say pimping, but pimping, people think pimping is you beat your girl and she goes sell pussy for money, but it's a mentality of when people are fascinated with pimping, they're fascinated with what does it take to get a guy to be able to have the ability to talk a girl into fucking selling her body and giving money. That's not what dudes want, but they want to know what the magical understanding of that is to like convince a girl against her better judgment that you're right, and she be happy with that situation. You know what I mean?
Okay. So, The Mac is your favorite movie of all time?
Nah, that what didn't move me. I like American Pimp. I like pimps up, hoes down. But like I said, I'm not a pimp because I'm missing the gene that would slap a bitch for not giving me money. I'm not that dude. I'm a dude where I'm like, I want to give her money. I want to make sure she's okay. But at the same time, I want to make sure I'm okay too, and not money wise, just mentally. I want to be happy. I think my happiness, is oh sorry man. I think my happiness is paramount. I think that if it trickles down for me, it's better. For me, that's what I think. I mean, it could be misogyny or whatever, but I just think it's not 50-50. It's not. I think the only way a relationship could survive is if your girl looks at you like you're better than her. And I don't know how to explain that to make people not mad about it. I just think, if she looks at you like, man, this dude is better than me, the relationship's gonna work because she's gonna always be trying to make you equal or bring you down. So if you don't let her bring you down, she's gonna love you forever. She's just gonna always be living to get her because she hates how much she's in love with you. If your woman hates you, you're in a good relationship because she really don't hate you. She just hates how much she loves you because it makes her not focus.
No, did you always have this confidence or did you just go through pain?
No, it's not. It's pain. Yeah, it's just living life. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had a couple of epiphanies here and there, and only thing you have to do to want to have happiness is accept loss, is accept that you may lose. She may walk away and like not, that's the only way. All you have to do is fight rejection and fight walking away. And then once you're able to face that, then you find a good one that's gonna listen. Because most of the time, you see girls, even in this show, man, there's some girls that don't got no man. They want a man bad. They don't know how to keep one. They tired of losing them. They tired of getting one because they know how to get them. Getting a man is fucking easy. Like getting a woman is our job. Getting a woman is hard for us. Getting her is hard. Now keeping her is not hard, but getting a man is easy for a woman. But keeping a man is hard because they think their keeping skills aren't sharp.
So wait, you sound like you're the love doctor.
Some people call me that, man. Some people. I got a show on XM called Black Phillip. I can't tell what it's a variation of because you can get sued, but we call him Black Phillip. But like off the record is like Black Dr. Phil, And I do a show like every month on XM, and we just for 3 hours we just talk shit about girls, man. Because there's no place to talk shit about girls. Where is there? There's no place where misogyny lives. And I'm not talking about women hatred. Women haters, the He-Man Woman Haters Club, not that.
So that's the dynamic that exists in today. As far as women want to be controlled to a certain extent, so they know their man is strong.
Well,
but they still want that.
But women want to run shit. Women want to be the boss, and they're upset about being a boss. That's the thing. Like you shouldn't be upset about things that should make you happy. Like a man boss is not an unhappy guy. We want to be the boss. A man without a girl who's got a lot of girls is not unhappy, but a woman that has no man but got a lot of men isn't happy. That whole woman from Venus, men from Mars shit, that shit's true. All you got to do is go how you feel, and it's the exact opposite how she feel. But somebody's opposite has to lose. Somebody has to suffer. So why should it be me? I don't understand why why I suffer because you don't understand me. I gotta suffer because I don't understand you, or I understand you and I gotta suffer.
So it sounds a lot like Hennessy. I mean, what inspired you to become a comedian? It sounds like a perfect job for you.
No inspiration, man. I was a funny dude growing up. I didn't look at Pryor and say I can do that. You know what I mean? That's what's different about comedy now. People look at comics and go, I can do that. I could do that. But I didn't look at Pryor or Carlin or Cosby. I didn't watch that and go, I can do that. So they wasn't an inspiration. They were. I might have aspired to be as good as one of them. Hope to be as respected as a Cosby or Pryor or Carlin. But I never looked at them and go, I want to do that, because I didn't look at what they did as some shit that anybody should be doing. So I don't want to inspire any comic to do comedy. I want to inspire. You leaving? What? All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. All right. So I hope to be. I hope comics aspire to be like me, but I want to make people not want to get into comedy. Really. I want to have them look at me and say that shit's too hard for me to think about doing, and then really make a decision. What? Yeah, you might. And I want somebody to look at me and go, I don't want to do that, and if you do it, looking at Pryor, then you really wanted to do it. So I always wanted to be a comic, and I guess this is saying so people don't get confused. I didn't look at any comic and go, he's the reason I do comedy. I think if there was no such thing as Carlin or Pryor, I might have still did comedy. That's why I say not inspired. I don't want to make that arrogant or disrespectful. You know what I mean? They're the best. But I didn't look and go.
No, I mean, but what you're saying is sort of adding up a little bit in the sense that it seems like the perfect job for you because you face rejection every time you go up.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's possible. Like this show here, man, it's possible the crowd just didn't like me. You got to make the right choice. You got to read the crowd. You got to hope they want to laugh. There's a lot of things going on when there's a dynamic of a mob. It's a mob dynamic. It's a people sitting there watching you, and they want to be manipulated. You know, you dealing with a lot of people that want to be manipulated into forgetting that they're having a tough time or That's what it is. It's manipulation, dude. Laughter is something that people don't do because they want to do. They're kind of made to do so. They kind of, you know.
But so that's the art and the science of comedy.
Yeah, it's manipulation. It's just like, somebody sitting there like, you might come out and, I don't like your face. You just look like somebody that looked like a nigga that robbed me when I was a kid. It's real instinctive. It's real native shit. You know what I mean? It is. It's like you come out and you just go, I don't like this dude, and then now I gotta manipulate you into not liking me and into laughing. That's serious, and without letting you know it. By just my words to arbitrary people. Really, I'm talking to you. But if this was 50 people out here, I might be talking to you, but they all listening and you representing them. So if you like me, then it'll trickle over to that one. It's mental. It's a lot of mental shit going on with this game. It's a serious thing. That's why sometimes comics are not happy, because that's what we give. You catch a comic and it's always, you think a motherfucker's ready to just be funny. That's what they do, but that's not what they do. You leave a little piece of you. You got to rest, man. It's tiring as you give all of you, and they give you some fuel too, but you giving really. You don't go home as a comic and go, oh man, that girl laughed at this time, this way she laughed. They go home, they take you with them, and they take you with them, and that's heavy shit to be taken home, and now you gotta get fuel from, it's like you're never getting fueled. You're refueling, and then you got to give it away. You got to give your food, It's like a bank with just that just gives a bank that just gives not deposits but returns, or you just.
So I mean, were you the guy in the corner doing the dozens, or?
Yeah, man, yeah. But when we, yeah, of course.
Put it this way, I'll give it to you in a frame. Like Kevin, he looks at like it's all hustle.
Yeah, I'm not that guy, and I respect anybody that does what they do. Kev looks at it as a hustle. I look at it as it's life. It got me through. Got me through life before I was even a comic. I mean, it just kept me alive. And getting paid is, I don't do nothing else. So yeah, it's paid, but it's a weird paradox. It's to have to do something. You want to have respect, but at the same time, you got to feed yourself, feed maybe your family, and take care of people. You have a responsibility, and sometimes your artistic moral dilemma don't mean shit. You got to feed your family, period. So people who look at it as a hustle, I wish I had that kind of confidence. Kevin has a lot of confidence. He just is a confident kid, and I'm jealous of that confidence, like that unshaking, like I'm gonna win. I don't have that. I have I do it because I have to do it. I just do it. Yeah, I just do it, and it's anxiety sometimes. Like these two shows, anxiety, man. People, you heard about this guy Patrice O'Neal come down, and if I gotta deliver, and if I deliver mediocrity, it's not good enough, man. It's good, people have to go. It was worth the name, I have to live up to my name.
That's cool. Well, a lot of people know you from like Hannity, Cole.
Oh, LeBron got a thing. Sorry, dude.
I guess that's like. Do you have any opinion? Like you're respected for your opinions. Okay. Do you have any take on this election?
Yeah, I don't. I just want to see a woman or a black dude win. And I really don't believe in the political system that because there's a black president that's gonna be better for black people. I think we need a symbol, and I think the symbol's gonna be good enough. I mean, we've had to live with white symbols forever, and it'd be nice just to see a black guy in it, or woman, just to see a different fucking thing other than an old white guy. How bad could he do? And I think maybe as black people, we saw a black person in office, man, we might do better. I might not shoot a motherfucker in the street. I might not rob you, rob your house. If there's a black, you got to make the black president proud. It's better to see something. I just want to see what it is different. Because every president, I don't know politics that much to even think, does it make a fucking difference? Do the president make a difference? Does he do things that is singular to him? Like he goes, I made these changes and the world's better for me. I don't believe that. I think you owe somebody some money when you raise 50, 60, 70 million dollars. You owe, motherfucker. This ain't, this is
That's That's the real
I don't. No, there's nothing for free. I give you $10 million. What? Good luck to you with your attempt to run the world. Now remember, when you run the world, I gave you $10 million. So, I just want to see a black president just as a symbol, man, as a symbol of something. And that don't mean white people that now black people can't be racist no more. We can't talk about race no more because we got the black president. Fuck you. That's one little baby step. That's the least you can do. You know.
So in the big picture for yourself, career-wise, I mean, do you see yourself as a black comedian, or is it just...
I see myself, man. I love black people. I want black people to love me, but I want white people to love me. Chinese people to love me. I want everybody to look at my comedy as it meant something. Anybody who means something doesn't mean something to one group. I mean, the groups will fight to see who this person belongs to. Like if you had a fight and you go, well, Richard Pryor, black people claim Richard Pryor, but there's a lot of white people that love him. So there might be some white people that love him enough to say, I'm gonna fight for Richard Pryor. I mean, you can't have Richard Pryor to yourself. But he's like a black, and Carlin too. Like I would fight to have I don't want white people to just have Carlin. I want Carlin too. You know what I'm saying? So I want everybody to like me, man. Everybody. I don't know if that's possible, but I want to. I want to do the whole scope. I want the scape to be, universal, I guess is the word. I would love it, but I don't want to sacrifice who I am. There's some things that I do. I'm interested in a lot of cultures, man. I've grown, I've traveled, so there's some things that I could bring to the world. I can't just bring black to the world because I've been 7, 8, 9 countries.
Okay, well, just feeling like you got a lot of things going on, like your podcast.
Yeah, I got my podcast, PatriceO'Neal.com. It's like it was something I was doing just to keep out there while the writer's strike was going on, just to show people like it was like to say, hey, if you don't know something out there that I could do, I'll do it myself, and maybe this will give you an idea of what I could do. If you go, well, we don't know what to do with you, it's like, oh, okay, here's what you might want to do with me. You know what I mean? I had the web junk thing, that's over. The Def Jam is on pay-per-view right now, and a couple of Man on the Streets is on not pay-per-view, sorry, on demand, free. So just in case people think pay-per-views, but it's on demand. If you got HBO, you can go to Def Jam and watch the whole season, man. Great season. I think it's one of the best seasons I've ever seen, man. So
this is the last part. Just talking about state of black comedy, state of black film. A lot of black comedians are in a position where their fans know them, love them, and when you're on stage and you're writing your own material, you have complete control. When you go to make films, maybe you don't have a big part, maybe you have a big part, but you don't. It's a collaborative process.
Right.
What's your take on that, and does that affect or influence your decision of how standard you are?
Well, I don't really look, this thing is a lottery, man. I mean, it's a jump. You jump off the mountain and you keep falling, dude. I mean, you can stop falling anytime you want. You can step and stop falling, go get a job. There's things that's happening in this game that you have no control over. So what I have control over is my ethic, you know what I mean? So I don't look at, sometimes I might not get a standing ovation or great applause. I might be happy about a set that I tried 20 new things and got 5 good laughs, or like at least kept the crowd interested. And when it comes to movies, dude, you can't control that unless you got your own money. Unless you got your own money to make movies. I mean, Hollywood is Hollywood, dude. It's the belly of the beast, man, when you get into that game. And there's a lot of people, that's another thing about Hollywood. If you're Tom Cruise, you the president. You owe. And if you want to be the president, man, you owe somebody. You don't get there without owing somebody. You owe somebody favors. So if you want to reach the higher echelon, man, you got talent, but at some point you talk to somebody that did you a favor, and sometimes you got to walk in that door backwards, and it depends on, how you want to take it. Sometimes, and I'm not saying anybody who made it had to take something, but we all gonna owe somebody, man. It's just, that's what it is. If some fucking Jew give me a fucking movie, dude, I owe him a fucking favor. Something. It depends on what I'm willing to barter with, you know what I mean?
You do a lot of writing, and people, that's a level of celebrity you don't pay, but folks that watch cable definitely hoping that.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't, dude. It's like, I'm sure you know people that said, "Oh man, he's a talented guy," but So what? I've had so many people tell me I'm this, that, and the third, but it's like, well, really? Well, if you can help me, help me. If you don't, just let me walk. As Sam Jackson said in Pulp Fiction, I'm gonna just walk the earth. You know what I'm saying? Let me do what I do. The path of the righteous man, as they say. And I'm not saying righteous in terms of godly. I'm just saying righteous in terms of doing the best for you, man. Doing what keeps you looking yourself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say I never put on tap shoes. I've put on tap shoes many times and danced the dance in this game. But sometimes I've done. I thank God I haven't been able to. There's nobody that can show me a picture that's gonna make me go, oh my God, my life is fucked up. You know what I mean? I've been pretty. I've had integrity, I think. You know what I mean? So that's all it has to be is a little integrity. Do what you do, and hopefully it works out. And if it don't work out, you don't know anyway. You be dead. You just do it till you don't do it.
So, I mean, do you have do you have any opinion? Like, comedy has definitely changed since '92. It's a lot more open, I guess. And then in film, there's a lot more opportunities. Living good.
I don't know. I really don't, because I'm at the point where I'm just trying to book a movie. I'm the guy that goes in auditions, you know what I mean? Because, if you look at it, too, it's a very who-you-know game, too. Look, I could just get something and scoop you up. That's it. And you wonder, you've been doing this all your life, and it led to this point, or you could scoop me up. I've been doing this all my life to lead to this point, and then you start going, damn, is that what it takes? But that's what it takes, because I think life is chronological. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's really straightforward. And you could start out at A and then skip all three letters. You skip and get to J. But your life is living at J. You go from A to J, but you're going to have to revisit, B, D, C, E, F, G, H, I. And you don't know what lessons you had to learn before you got to J to be able to handle J. You go from A to J, you might not be able to handle J. So I don't know what. I'm trying to move chronologically, man. I'm just trying to do the right thing in the next move and learn the lesson I need to learn. You know what I mean? I'm not in a rush. I got a car and a house that I'm paying for decently. You know what I mean? I'm 100 there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going crazy. Me and my girl go out to eat nice places. But.
So Hollywood is not seducing you?
Well, no. Hollywood. One day, I'm the type of guy that when it catches, everybody's gonna pretend that they love me the whole time, and I'm not gonna throw it back in their face that you fucked me, you didn't help me. I'm gonna be like, that's the game. That's the game, dude. That's the rules. If you play basketball, you gotta dribble. See you later. If you gotta dribble, you gotta dribble. You can't just go, fuck that, I don't like dribbling. You playing basketball. So in this game, you gotta wait till somebody helps.
Tell folks where they can find you.
They can find me on patriceoneal.com. See my podcast, all my dates, myspace.com/tourist in Brazil, or go to MySpace Comedy. You look for Patrice O'Neal, and HBO On Demand, Def Comedy Jam on HBO On Demand, Def Comedy Jam.
Did you have any questions? How you feeling?
Good, man.
All right. I hope I can cut it. You really, it's a different persona.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Crystal, and we're here at Keith Robinson's Crazy Sexy Comedy. We're here at another sold-out show at the Helium Comedy Club. Tonight, our headliners are Patrice O'Neal and Kevin Hart. We'll see you inside for the show. I'm just gonna.
No, but see, when you shoot the dice, I remember your whole thing. You don't do it like that.
I like them the most.
I was joking, sweet. I'm not going to look under
We went over this last time.
Oh, so I did.
I'm Crystal, and we're backstage here at the Crazy Sexy Comedy. We're here with. Okay. Hi, this is Crystal, and we're backstage at the Crazy Sexy Comedy. We're back here with Kevin, Keith, and Patrice. You guys, how are you guys tonight?
We're great. What are you smiling for, Kev? Say something.
What's up, y'all?
And how did you enjoy doing your first show?
He enjoyed that shit. That shit was good. It was fire. Is that what they say now? What they say now, young fella?
I like my set a lot. I did good.
equal portion.
Yeah, that was funny.
Thank you.
That was really funny. That was really funny.
Was it really? Did you enjoy the music? What song was best?
The first one that he did, the first one.
Yeah.
The
that
first one.
song?
Yeah.
What move did he do?
The whole on with the
What
raining
you do?
down. I can't do it with both hands right now.
Why can't you
It's
do it right?
it's
Let
the
it
rain. It's the rain. Do it.
If y'all want to know what I did, first of all, it's not a musical bit, okay? Let's nip that in the bud. What it is I'm portraying the image of an R&B singer, and what I'm saying is, if I were to be an R&B singer, this is all you would need to know how to do. You know, is open your hands, close and point, because it doesn't take much to dance as an R&B singer. So what I did was I gave a visual to the audience. See, the thing with Kevin Hart, I like to talk about myself sometimes in third person because I'm at a different point in my life. The thing with me is I'm a visual comic. You know, think of me as a young Bill Cosby with an attitude. So the difference between me and a lot of comics you see is my personality. And what I do is I try to bring my personality out on stage. And I think when you see me, there's an example of it. There's an example of variety. And I think Patrice O'Neal displayed the same thing tonight, which gave us a balance. And that's what comedy is about. You know, Keith, Patrice, and myself, we complement each other.
Wow. All right. There you have it. They complement each other
We compliment each other pretty good.
very well.
All right, you wanted to talk about Keith specifically. Why don't you take the microphone and
Talk about me specifically. It better be good.
Sure. For those people who don't know Keith Robinson, which is probably a lot,
Now, say, you got to specify Keith Robinson.
I'm getting ready to tell you which Keith Robinson.
and Dreamgirl.
Yeah, Keith, trust me. I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say nobody doesn't think you're him. Keith Robinson starred in a movie called Rebound. Everybody's seen it.
Don Cheadle was in that
Yeah,
movie.
Don Cheadle definitely was in the movie. It's if you have HBO 15, I think you can see it. It's about 15 different HBOs, and they showed on the last one. But he's a great guy, and you know what? I owe a lot to Keith. It's actually because of Keith that I'm where I'm at today. What Keith did for me was
Got rid of his name, Little Kevin the Bastard.
Little Kev the Bastard. That was my name. Patrice, you remember. I went by Little Kev. One night, we're out. It's crazy. We're there having a good time, and I met Keith. And what he said young fella. That's how you said it. You did.
That young fella,
You
man.
did say it.
My boot is untied.
You did. He's looking under his skirt. He's trying to sneak a peek. Nah, man, I'm dead serious, man. I'm putting on a voice just playing around. I don't want to go into detail about it, but my old head here, a.k.a. Pop Pop, he started me, man. I owe a lot to him. And you know what? Between Keith Robinson and Patrice O'Neal, the constant trashes that I took gave me a level head, man. And I can honestly thank them both because that's where I'm at today.
What made you wear this tight shirt tonight?
Well, I mean, Keith, here's the difference. Once you get past the fact that you have man titties and your body will never change. And the sad part is Keith works out and it stays the same. I like to show my shape off. Ladies love me. I'm a sex symbol. I go by the name Chocolate Drop on the weekends. That's what I go by. So,
Talk about Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold in theaters now. Currently the #1 movie out. Starring Matthew McConaughey.
What else is out?
Kay Hudson. Myself. Hey,
that was cool. And Patrice, let's talk about coming to Philly, working with Keith.
Coming to Philly and working with Keith is cool.
they gotta get it close.
You can walk in. You can walk in.
Coming to Philly and working with Keith is cool.
Why? Please,
Oh, why?
just give us a little more.
Hey man, cause you know Keith is we all look at Keith as a father figure. You know, he coddles us, he works us through, and then he makes sure everyone's all right. You know, good brother, good Philly brother, as they say.
Well, I don't live in Philly.
Well, he's from Philly
I'm from
originally,
Philly.
but he doesn't forget Philly.
Yeah,
He doesn't
I
forget where he come from.
Now we got Philly comics in the house. Jamal Dolman is here from
everybody knows
Philadelphia.
Jamal.
Tasker Projects, I think he lives there.
You from Philly, you know,
know
Jamal.
Jamal.
That's Jamal Doman.
Jamal
I feel
Dolman.
good.
Hi everybody. What do you mean everybody?
Yeah. You sure?
I just want to.
Oh, you want to talk to Keith? Oh, okay.
This is for the promo. Then we'll
All
do
right.
separate.
Well, what's the
interviews.
promo?
Promo for MySpace.
Easy, J. Lamont face. So I just want to say that I'm just saying, relax, Jamal. You got plenty of time now that you moved back to Philly. And I just say,
I did not move back to Philly. I live in Van Nuys. I live 10 minutes from Kev. I just want to make...
get a close-up of a face no one cares about.
Me and Keith Robinson had lunch in L.A.
Is this in high def? Because you need high def to not recognize this nigga.
Much love to everybody.
I just like to say this is a pleasure to come down and do this for Philly. I would, for Keith, I came down for Keith. Keith asked me to come through, and I came through. This is all for Keith. Keith can get them all together, man. Million Man March. That's Keith,
right.
man.
Okay, and then just give us your 20-second. What's the concept? Like, we know there's chocolate sundae.
Well,
in LA.
it's not no chocolate sundae. It's good comedy. That's what it is. Good comedy. As you've seen tonight, damn good comedy. Except for Kev's musical bits, damn good comedy. That's what we do.
You had a musical bit.
I got rid of it.
So what's the concept behind Crazy Sexy Comedy?
The comedy behind Crazy Sexy Comedy, there you go, right there. There's the sexy right there. You understand what I'm saying?
Are you the crazy?
Huh? I haven't found the crazy yet. We haven't seen the crazy just yet. But it's crazy, it's sexy, and it's good.
Keith thinks he's the crazy part of comedy.
I'm wild.
Crazy sexy.
All right. So, but was there a specific reason why you wanted to bring a really high level comedy?
A high level show, yeah. To raise the bar so all the comics understand that you got to work to be good. You can't just come on stage and run around. You got to come up to these guys' level. That's it. What? I'm just saying. It is what it is.
You said everything you can say, right?
I ain't said everything I can say. My boot is... All right.
All right. And when does it happen?
It happens on Sundays every month. Third Sunday every month. Crazy Sexy Comedy. We're here, Patrice, Kevin the Bastard, and there's Jamal Doman right back there. So that's it.
All right. We got to know.
Thank you, brother.